Hello, welcome back to another Speed Build Monday. You are watching me move the BFFs into another lot because to me, with the little community lot back there, I always felt like this lot would be better as a park than as a home. I don't know why, I just feel like it's weird to tuck that little community lot back behind a house. I guess maybe a little shop, a little business could have gone well there as well, or something along those lines. But I chose a park mostly because, number one, which I kind of did there, but you didn't see it real well. If you kind of go parallel to the ground and look out around, it's made to look like a very densely populated neighborhood with like wall to wall houses everywhere, if you will. Wall to wall houses, yeah. Um and there is no open space other than this one tiny little community garden. Now I know there's lots of neighborhoods and lots of towns that look like that, and that's fine, but where I come from, you don't go too far without running into a park or a playground of some kind. And for us, parks don't always have playground equipment. Sometimes, like, we have a little park right near our house. And I mean, little. It's a little park. And it's basically just a hill, so almost nobody uses it for literally anything. Also, it happens to be um, kind of sandwiched between a couple of relatively heavily trafficked streets. And being that it's so small, it's not, nobody wants to take their kids there to run around. You can't even run around because it's on a hill, but it's still technically a park. And it's got some trees, it's got some landscaping, it's got this really super, super old fashioned brick grill thing. It's full of trash these days. But it is there, and it's a relic from the past. So, anyways, some of our parks are just that, just open grass areas with some landscaping and some trees. We have a lot of playgrounds, though. A lot of playgrounds. And we have this one huge park area that it's part open park, part playground, and then part public swimming pool. It's a really cool area. There's some nature trails and everything behind it. Um, and that's what I'm used to. I'm used to having these parks and playgrounds and nature trail areas and just like open grassy areas for people to sit and relax and play, take the kids or the dogs or whatever to play, all over the place. So it felt weird to me to have this closed in little neighborhood with nothing except that one tiny little what do you call it, community garden back there. I did consider adding to this little neighborhood from Eco Living the community lot where it can change from like a maker space to a seller space to a community garden space. But I thought that might be weird with the little community garden right over there as well. So I opted for a playground instead. And I kind of like it. I am stuck on what to do with the BFFs now, though, but we'll get there eventually. As for the park itself, it does mix a few packs. I think it mixes like 3 or 4 packs. I'm gonna try to go back in and reduce that to 1 pack plus the base game and see if I can pull it off. I think I might be able to. The only bad thing is the sand pit in the middle will be useless, I think. I think that's a island living thing. I don't think that was a base game update thing. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. The swings will be gone. Those will have to be replaced with maybe monkey bars or something. I'm gonna try to leave the toddler play area there, and I'll switch the bathrooms for the base game bathrooms and see, like, how I guess I could do something where the sand pit is if it wasn't a base game update, like maybe a fountain or something. I don't know if a fountain would look good there. Maybe just a little open area for picnicking or whatever. That's the one thing I didn't think about with this park was picnicking, Sims picnicking. But there's all that area by the community garden and everything where they could picnic if they wanted to. So it's fine. The other thing about Sims parks that I've always found strange is that pretty much from the beginning when the Sims had community parks to go to, which I don't think they had when the original Sims was first released. I can't remember. But I think it was just homes. I don't think there was any kind of community lot of any type originally. I could be wrong. I could be remembering that wrong, but since they did add community lots and parks for the Sims to go to, the one requirement that has always remained the same all throughout all versions of The Sims is that the parks always have to have a chess table. Always. And I've always found that to be kind of weird because I've literally never been to a playground or a park in my life that has had a chess table. Ever. Like ever in my life. I've never seen a park. I've seen them on TV. I know that bigger cities have like massive like park destinations that have chess areas to play chess and stuff. But I've never seen them at little small town playgrounds and stuff. Like ever. Not once. And I gotta say, it's such a staple of the Sims franchise that it would feel weird for it to not be there. But at the same time, it's really annoying to have to be required to find a place to put a chess table at a park. Like, I just find it so annoying. And I always have, always. I have all these park ideas that I build and have in mind and stuff. And then I get to the very end and I'm like, oh yeah, the chess table. Where am I going to put that at now? Like, none of my park ideas ever include chess tables. Most of my park ideas come from parks that I have seen in real life in some way, shape, or form, including this one with the little open kind of area where you can do picnicking and then the bathrooms on one side with a little community garden in the back and then a little playground off to the other side. I mean, that's your stereotypical small town park right there. And I've never seen chess tables at any of them, ever. And it's just so frustrating to have to add them in somewhere. And I feel like I always fail at adding the chess tables in, always, because they're just such an afterthought for me. But I tried. I tried. And I tried to incorporate the stepping stones from the community garden area. I kind of made them go to from the two main areas. Although now that I'm looking at it, they probably should have continued over to the picnic table area as well, and kind of created a like weird elliptical loop around the trees and stuff for people to get to the main sections, if you will, of the park. The bathroom, the chess tables, the eating area, and then the kids' playground area. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Maybe someday I'll go back and add that in before I upload the completely finished save file, because I'm sure there are gonna be more expansion packs in the future that are gonna add stuff that I'm gonna want to put in the park anyways. Already as it is, there were things from the werewolves pack that I added to that little like shed trailer thing that I built in Brindleton Bay. I went through and added a couple of werewolf pack things to that because it fit so well. And that lot was inspired by werewolves anyways. And I know there are going to be things from the new high school pack that can be added in here and there as well. So when I go in to update it for the save file, I will likely add that pathway in there just because it makes sense. But you can get this version right now on the gallery, and eventually here I'll have a website with all the information about Jay's Mix the Packs save file. Hopefully in the next few weeks sometime, because otherwise it's going to be a lot for me to do if I don't start doing it now. But it'll have all the information for like console users, where they can download on the gallery the lots, and then where the lots go in the game. And then the last thing, if I didn't mention this at the beginning of the video, I might have already mentioned this, but just as a reminder, because I keep saying this all the time, I meant for there to be base game versions, but the more I'm getting into it, the harder that is to do. And so I've just decided that this save file that I'm making is really just going to be mixing all the packs together, bringing the new into the old areas and mixing everything together. Maybe in the future I'll do a base game predominant save file when I'm done with this one. We'll see. But I hope you enjoyed this speed build. It's just a fun little summer park for the hottest days of summer apparently right now for everyone. And I'm going to continue to do summer related builds, and I don't really truly have a walkthrough for this one. I just have like a panning view of it because parks are hard to do walkthroughs in. So if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.